Let's get it. We're live. How you doing, Fernando?
How are you doing?
How are you? What's going on, everybody? Big Red here. Welcome to the Red Hair Don't Care podcast. We coming at you again via Zoom. Because
2020.
what's more 2020 than Zoom? I don't know. I don't think anything. But let me go full influencer here. One sec. Too much.
I got some serious lighting
Fuck it.
options here.
Yeah. But Fernando himself over here is he's on assignment this week. So I heard you down there scouting out some draft picks for the Jets. What do you think?
Yeah, I went down to Coastal for a little bit. Nothing to see there. They
No?
gave it halfway through the year. The other picks are a little bit more west for us,
Yeah.
but we're working our way over there.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
We're in South Carolina for those of you that don't know.
Yeah. I am at home.
And
Sadly, it's freezing here. And I was just told before it is about 60 degrees down there. So fuck you.
But we were in Virginia the other day, and it was freaking cold, and we were outside for pretty much all day. So,
Right.
when you have like this. Exactly, yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down over there, Nando.
Nothing was really put down. It was all picked up.
No, it was all up. It's all up there. Oh, man. All right, so in today's episode, we're going to touch on the Dwayne Haskins drama that is going on. We're going to get you a little New York Jets game recap here. And the big question of the day that was on our Instagram was talk about the Jets draft options. So we're doing it for you people.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Fernando, you're on assignment. Do you have the goods or no?
I do not.
Oh, that's awkward because I got a delivery today. You could.
Damn shame.
Oh, fresh.
Yeah.
So fresh, so nice. So, I guess I'm getting after this by myself then. Nothing like sitting in your living room ripping smelling salts by yourself. Well,
could be in the pisser.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you on that one. Well, cheers, brother. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, fuck me. Oh, these new ones are strong.
Good save, son.
All right. Anyway, so Dwayne Haskins is an asshole, huh?
Should we give a shout out to our new salt owner?
Oh yeah,
Danny Connolly.
Danny Connolly. Danny Connolly was the winner of the first ever Red Hair Don't Care giveaway.
Just got a fresh batch.
Got a fresh batch coming to him, along with a signed T-shirt by Fernando and myself. So, I mean, what more could you really need? So now, in Dan's defense, I don't think he's ever fully done a smelling salt. I know he's been in the gym with me, and I have done it and put it down, and he like walks up after it and gives it one of these like. So, we're gonna get some pretty good content of him ripping salts in his front yard for the first one. That's gonna happen. So big shout out to Danny Connolly. Dude's the man. You rock. Everybody who entered really rocks. That was fucking cool.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that was good. We're gonna look to do something like that again because I liked it. We're gonna turn into the Mr. Beast of the podcast world and just give people shit.
We're gonna give away a Dwayne Haskins jersey.
Hey, I mean that would help our revenue because it'd be free.
Even more nowadays.
Yeah, they're just free at this point. Fuck it, might as well. So let's get into that. Did you hear the whole thing with this?
So what I heard is that he went to a strip club, quotes. Obviously was maskless.
Yep.
And was just out and about doing his thing.
His
3 days
thing.
before game time. Got fined $40K.
40 G's.
Started the game. And then was released the next day.
So now, even before he started the game, he was revoked his captainship as well.
Yeah,
which I mean was given. And you know what? I
had a C on him.
Yeah, it was. The dude's a fucking moron, to say the least. That's so bad.
In that. Like even us, like we're still careful enough, but like we're not like that recognized, you know.
No.
Like if we're going out and say some town in like Long Beach, majority of people are probably gonna know who we are, but like,
yeah.
Oh, well, look at this idiot just sitting at the club.
Yeah. Let me take a picture of this asshole because he's got no mask on. I'm gonna send it to Ron Rivera, who's gonna turn around and shove it straight up his ass.
And Rivera was like,
which, by the way, huge props to Rivera for that. Huge.
Well, it's not a guy. He didn't draft him. He's not attached to him in any way, shape, or form. So, as they say in the business, fuck that guy.
Fuck you. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he got released immediately after the game. I don't even think he made it to the press conference, from what I understand. And then he went out to say that the said strip club that he was at was really his girlfriend's birthday party with strippers.
Spin zone.
So what's the difference there?
So girlfriend stripper?
I believe so.
Okay.
Not sure.
Makes more sense.
Not gonna put that out there, but I would say it's safe to assume so.
But I think we can first report that, if anything.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's wrong, we were just kidding.
Then we're like the weathermen.
Yeah.
If we're right, we're like Shafter, and then if we're wrong, we're just like the guy on Channel 12 News, you know, getting it all wrong.
So, funny thing about Haskins today, I watch McAfee.
Yeah.
And he had Ian Rappaport on today. And it was like a live interview. And during the interview, Rappaport got news that Haskins was getting released. And it was like a Zoom like this. And he's like looking back and forth between his monitors. And he goes like this. He's like, oh, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Just hung up on him. And he's like, whoa, what the fuck happened? And like a tweet came out like 30 seconds later.
I like it. That's great. Hey, I mean, dude's an idiot. Absolute idiot. Yeah, he just hung up. Like, how stupid do you have to be? This is what I don't get. You know, like, I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't know on here, but definitely off camera. And if you're making that money, like, you got, 16 weeks, 17 weeks? Stay the fuck inside, man.
Yeah.
Like, lock yourself in a room, do nothing, play video games, all right? Smoke some weed, I don't know. Like, just fucking chill. There's no reason to be doing this shit. You have all of the off season to fuck up. And there's no repercussions of it then.
Even like you see JJ Watt's press conference.
Yes, I love that. Give that man a fucking green jersey and a blank check right now.
As a coach.
Anything. I'll take him on the D-line.
Strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
/ player.
Headbutting people.
But he said it's like, yeah, we have the best job in the world. I don't understand why people take it for granted.
Yeah. It's
like
true.
A way of taking your job for granted.
Is Dwayne Haskins.
For granted.
Nice. Nice. No, but I mean, J.J. Watt nailed it. He said, listen, he said, we get paid handsomely. He's
Yeah,
like, people who make a fraction of what we make idolize us, spend their money on us. There's people out there that work way harder than we do, every day, who
exactly.
make significantly less money, but they love us and our team so much that they go out and spend their ridiculously hard-earned money on us.
Doesn't
And
make
he's
any sense.
Yeah, and he's like,
And
and he's got it right. He said it's embarrassing.
and the football teamers are in a play. They're in the playoff race right
I
now. Like
know.
they're one game away. All they have
Yeah,
to do is they're winning. They're in.
unbelievable.
Now they either have Alex Smith, who is a, a big inspiration to the show, but sad reality is that dude
Not
is
good.
a crutch. He's a crutch right now.
Yeah,
And they have Ryan Tenneke.
yeah. Whoever he was, I think they said the last snap he took in a real game was for the AAF. And if you remember, the AAF had about a 6-week lifespan.
Yeah,
So,
the best quarterback's playing for the Rams next week anyway.
oh,
Don Wolfson.
Wolfson,
Wolfson, yeah.
Wolfson.
But like, you have the best job in the world. You're literally
Yeah.
the backup quarterback for a playoff team. You just happen to be playing at this time because the starter's hurt. But
Listen, you got handed the keys to the Ferrari and wrapped it around the telephone pole.
yeah,
At that point, that's the only way I could put it together.
like
It's ridiculous.
it doesn't compute.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but the sad reality is you see it with a lot of these athletes because I feel like you have the majority of them who have the J.J. Watt mindset. You
Yeah,
remember Pete Kendall when he was living down in Virginia next to the McKennas?
yeah, he was
He was the
lineman.
offensive lineman. So I talked to him when we were down there once, and he was saying how during the football season, what he did was he owned a condo by the complex,
Mm-hmm.
and every football season, he basically moved out of his house, moved into the condo. I think he would come home on Monday. Yeah, Monday I think was their off day. Come home, see the wife and kids and stuff. But right after that, boom, right back to the condo, back to business. That's what he did.
Yeah, and like
Example of locking yourself in a room so you can't fuck up. All right.
he was a vet at the time, right? Wasn't he a 10-year?
Yeah, but that was his thing. He did it when he was on the Jets. He did it, and look, he had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
He's onto something. But that's whatever. I mean, he was probably one of the best Jets offensive linemen for sure, and he was on his way out, which pleasantly leads us into the next topic of conversation. Is the little Jets recap action from this weekend. The boys did it again, man. Absolutely did it again. They
Can we talk about how the game was over? Like the Jets won before the Browns even got on the plane.
Oh, the Jets won on Saturday.
Yeah. As soon as they're like, the flights are going to get delayed,
so
you have to fly in the morning, and then they're like, oh, by the way, anyone that catches a football can't play.
Yeah.
Except Austin.
That's exactly how it went down. So if you saw the Sunday morning shit show, I talked about it. Okay, I think it was. Actually, I have my notes right here from the shit show. Never mind. I think it was seven players, 7 starters from the Browns were unable to play versus the Jets because of contact tracing for the C word.
Yeah, it was
4 of which
4 receivers.
First 4 receivers.
So I think it was the three starters: so Jarvis Landry, Higgins, and People's Pope, and Njoku was
Yeah.
the tight, and Austin Hooper was allowed to play.
And you had 2 offensive linemen that were out, which their line was hurting to begin with because they had 4 injured guys in the beginning of the year. Remember we talked about that?
Who's is that Willis? Dedrick
Willis,
Willis.
he was one of them.
Uh,
So what happened? I think he was out. Actually, I'm not exactly sure of the names, but um, they pulled up 2 guys off of the practice roster who started on Sunday.
and their first practice with Baker Mayfield was in the parking garage the
Of
morning
the
of the
yeah,
game. So he had them run routes in the parking garage because they've never caught a pass from Baker.
I would do the same shit.
Oh man,
Wouldn't catch me any other way.
that is so like high school football-y.
I was gonna say that, but that's like Midland, Texas high school football right there. You know,
Yeah, like
quarterback taking control, being like, "Listen, you're coming on. You're playing for me. We're going right now to the parking lot. We're not even going to touch a field. You're not even going to feel it on grass. You're going to run this shit on concrete, and we're going to get after it because you need to figure out how the fuck I throw a ball."
I want to say it was like a full walkthrough because they had such a new team. So like,
Had to
and
be
even
everybody.
did you see Baker's press conference after?
No.
Baker's grown a little bit on me because he's just funny as hell.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's always quoting like The Office and stuff, and like just this and that, and
Classic.
obviously like there's really nothing he could have did in that game. Like he was doomed from the beginning. So he sits down. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna answer all your questions right now." And he's like, "It sucks that we didn't have any of our starters playing, but at the same time, like I take full responsibility for all this nonsense. So I guess if I hit them in the numbers, they'll catch it. Like they're professional athletes. Like it's still against me." And he's like, you can't judge any of these guys that are just playing in the NFL for the first time. Like it's not their problem. It's mine. Like I'm supposed to be better. And
True.
like went off for like 2 minutes. And he's just like, "All right, thanks guys," and got off. So not one
Attaboy.
reporter asked a question.
Hey, I mean, he answered all the questions. Now, my thing with that is I have the stat sheets up right now from the game. From a Browns standpoint, okay, you had no receivers, right? Just the guys that literally were like at home probably hucking down some Mickey D's or whatever and, collecting their $5,000 a week or whatever they make to play. Now all of a sudden they're playing. So now if you're the Browns offensive coordinator, you would probably think that you should, I would say, run the ball a little more.
That's the other thing. The Browns are known for rushing.
You wouldn't know by looking at these stats, man. Baker Mayfield was 28 of 53 for 285 yards. That means you threw 53 passes when you don't have any wide receivers.
Well, I want to say
we think our coaching is bad. Okay, Nick Chubb had 28 yards on 11 attempts. So that means right there you had 53 offensive. What is that? 54 and a touchdown. Yeah, he had a touchdown.
So did Kareem Hunt.
And Hooper had 7 receptions for 70 yards.
See,
but
the problem I think with that is the Browns are a running team.
Yeah.
But they were behind like right away. So I think the Jets somehow went up like 2 or 3 scores right away, right?
Yeah, they went up. What was it? They were up 7-3 at the end of the first, and then it was 13-3 at halftime.
And the other thing the Jets don't really get credit for is their defensive line is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're legit.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
Like,
That's for sure.
that's a whole another thing with the end of the season, which I fucking hate so much, is like the Jets are like sort of playing well.
I know.
Like playing, which is not what they do. So like there's really the only like place you can really pin is like the secondary and coaching.
Which the secondary is made up of rookies.
Exactly, and they still don't play that.
3 out of 4, I think, are rookies.
3 out of 4. Marcus May is the only non-rookie.
Okay.
And he's our team MVP.
Of course. But like,
and our middle
but this is the typical Jets, man. This is what they do. You know, this is like 4 years in a row.
So Jacksonville's not going to lose any games. We know that, right? We already settled that. They benched Minshew. They benched their pretty much Pro Bowl running back. They know
that's we call that a tank.
Yes.
They're in tank mode.
They already got Trevor Lawrence. They're fine.
Yeah.
The Jets, on the other hand, were pretty much already locked into that second pick after they won last week.
Yep.
Unless they obviously lost out, then Jacksonville won a game, which they wouldn't. But fuck it, I'm cool with winning 2 games.
I mean, at this point now, like we could win out, and I think we're still in get the second spot.
We still get the second pick, and we'll segue into our segment here. So if we have the second pick, and per se we want a quarterback, which personally I would like Zach Wilson.
From BYU.
BYU, yeah.
Mormon Mahomes.
That's what they're calling him. That is not a bad nickname to have.
Not a bad nickname at all.
But we'll have.
Or it is bad.
Nah, it's good.
It's like Johnny Football. You know?
I bought in as soon as I saw his headband.
I don't even know.
Have you seen it?
No, I have to look at it.
All right, so he has. First of all, he looks like he's 14 years old. The kid.
Yeah.
He has a headband on, and it says "any" up top, and underneath it says "any place, team, or like state or whatever." Here, let me see if I can send it to you.
Wait here. There we go. So any team, any place. Oh, any team, anytime, any place. I get it. I like it. Look at this kid. This kid's a fucking stud, huh?
Oh, you're sharing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 14 years old.
You know what? I'm in. I'm with it.
I'm telling you, he's good. Like he can play.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, and so we'll have the second pick. This is my drafting strategy.
Okay.
Because one day I'm going to be a GM in the NFL, and you guys will listen to this. This is my first mock draft ever.
Podcaster to GM. That's talk about a fucking story.
I mean, we can also get a 30-30 in there somewhere, but we're working on that. So second pick. Obviously, the Bengals are not taking a quarterback.
Nope.
They have Joe Burrow. So we can trade with them. They'll get Sewell. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to say his name. So hopefully he doesn't come to the Jets because I can't say his name for shit. So we can trade back a pick. They'll take Sewell. We'll also probably get their pick and another pick in the back. Probably like a second or third rounder in the draft. Or we'll get a player. Who the fuck knows? But so we'll trade that. We'll probably take Zach Wilson. Hopefully we don't take Justin Fields. I really can't deal with that. But
I thought you liked Fields. What's going on with that?
I just don't like Ohio State quarterbacks. It's kind of like USC quarterbacks.
True. All right. Fair enough. I'll let you have that one.
And we're probably going to have, with Seattle playing, we're probably going to have like a deep pick on the first pick, or second first rounder.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that the tight end from Penn State's going to be there, Pat Fryermuth, who I'm pretty sure I sent you his tape.
Yeah, he's a stud as well.
He's legit. He's like a Kittle, Kelsey kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't really know about his hands, but he plays physical, can run routes, he can block. Like that's literally all we need.
Yeah. You don't need much else.
If you look at the NFL, just in general, like the teams that win have a guy like that.
Yeah.
So, like, just look at last season. What was it? It was the Chiefs Niners.
Kittle versus Kelsey, right?
The two best tight ends in the league were just happened in there, and the best quarterback, and probably the 29th best quarterback.
Yeah.
So
no, it makes sense. It's definitely true. I think as far as the draft standpoint goes, they have to decide what they're going to do with the future of Darnold. If they decide to keep him, which is a very
touchy
very
subject.
It is touchy, but it's also like a very real option that they choose to keep him now. So now, then he would get his 1-year extension, right, through next year.
I don't know.
Or do they have to re-sign him? I'm not really sure what his contract deal is. But regardless of that, they have to figure out what they're doing with him, because if they're going to keep him, then why pick a quarterback this early?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they keep him, obviously they're not going to take a quarterback. But
yeah,
that also plays into we're going to have a new head coach, hopefully.
Please, God, let us have a new head coach.
So whoever the head coach is going to have some serious say in that first pick.
Yeah.
And like I don't really know Joe Douglas that well. I only know what he says to be like politically correct within the NFL. So obviously, like he's talking about his quarterback being Sam Darnold. It's a business. He can change any week. Like Dwayne Haskins just got released.
Exactly, and you never know. You never know what could happen there. But I think if they keep him, you have to take Sewell second overall. If your plan is to keep Sam Darnold, you have to get a line.
I haven't really looked at like the other mock drafts about it, but
I haven't looked at much other than what we talk about and what my friends.
Other than like in like that 3-pick span between all of our picks.
Yeah, well, because until a fucking week ago, okay, we had lined up for the number one guy ever. And they fucking blew it.
No, fuck that. I was never on that train. I don't have any merchandise at all.
Yeah, we do.
What time is that?
It's Trevor time.
No, we have there's new
Shout out.
There's like new edits. I can send them to you. There's a bunch with Zach Wilson now.
Oh, really?
That's the other thing. The Jets like beat writers and like Twitter, they are so quick to change like their mind.
I know.
And they're never talking about Darnold. They're like, no, we can't keep this guy. Which like maybe we can't, but at the same time, like what is he really like done or have to work with? Nothing.
He's had nothing for his entire time here. So I think if you get him Sewell, right? So either throw him at right tackle, or then make Becton move to right tackle, and if that doesn't work out, switch him. Whatever. That's interchangeable as it comes right there. Because then we're looking at probably 14 or 15, right? I think is.
No, we're gonna be way back.
Seattle, right? So it'll be
It'll probably be like 24.
24 then.
Seattle might actually get like the first pick now, or the number one, like the number one in the NFC or whatever.
Okay.
It's like
I mean,
they keep winning, and it's pissing me off because they keep winning and we keep losing.
our draft keeps going down and down and down.
And
All for
Jamal
that
Adams,
idiot Jamal Adams, fucking
lighting
asshole,
cigar on the wrong side, like a schmuck.
boofing cigars, like a fucking idiot.
All right, so here, this is a good stat here.
What do you got?
So, within the last 2 games, Darnold's been sacked twice. 2 sacks against the Browns. And that's 2 wins. So the line is stepping up.
Yeah.
And let me check rushing yards. Did Frank Gore play? Yeah.
Frank Gore went 14 attempts for like 48 yards.
He went ballistic.
Yeah.
Oh, Piron played.
Yeah, Piron had he had a pretty good day. Wasn't terrible. But the line is good. Ever since Elfine was picked up, we picked him up from Minnesota. So now Lewis got hurt. I believe Elfine is next to Becton, which is good because Elfine is like a little more seasoned.
He's a vet, yeah.
And, he's helping him out, which is good. And now, to be honest, dude, like, here's my first round. My first round, okay. I think they're going to keep Darnold. This is what I believe is going to happen. All right. So they're going to keep Sam. We're going to grab Sewell, 2nd overall. And then do the little mix-up, mash-up, whatever they got to do with, him and Becton there. So now we're down 20 to 25, whatever our pick will be then. I believe your tight end will still be there, without a doubt. Also, I was talking Mike Rogers, shout out again, okay, because you're the one that brought up this fucking topic. And I'm not going where you think I'm going, but maybe I am. Should go running back.
Harris.
Najee Harris or
Yes.
NTN.
From Clemson. Yeah.
The Clemson running back. So that's what Mike was saying. He was like, go Sewell 2nd, and then Etienne will probably fall down there, which I think he will. I don't think he he's definitely not a top 10 right now, I don't believe.
No one's going to draft a running back in the first round, I don't think, this year.
No.
Just because they're kind of disposable now. But I don't even know how old he is. Harris from Alabama?
Yep.
If he's coming into the draft, we should take him.
I love Harris.
I saw a picture that had the caption, "You might think this is photoshopped," and it was Alabama running backs. Don't know what year it was, but this is the list. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, TJ Yeldon. There's one more.
I know.
Beast.
But they're all freaks.
They're all legit. Like Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara played together in New Orleans, and they were both almost Pro Bowlers together.
Yeah. Which is wild.
Alvin Kamara is still killing it. Derrick Henry is a freak of nature. There's pretty much no stopping him whatsoever.
Stiff arm from hell.
Yeah. TJ Yeldon was like good for a while. I don't know what really happened with him. Maybe it was Leonard Fournette.
No, Fournette was LSU.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Regardless, every Alabama running back that comes out of there is successful at some point.
It's a joke.
Speaking of Kamara, did you see they're trying to fine him for wearing the red and green cleats for Christmas? Did you see that?
No.
So they interviewed him, and I think a reporter actually brought it up, which is fucked up if they threw him under the bus, because they were like, "Oh, what happens? You know, we noticed your cleats didn't match because like they have to wear a certain color cleat to match their thing, unless it's like the cleats for a cure thing that they do. So like they have to meet a certain parameters to wear them. You know, like in Cortland, we had to wear black cleats. They had to be all black. You couldn't wear white. You couldn't spat white. You couldn't do any of that. So he was saying, he goes, well, if they're gonna fine me for my cleats on Christmas, he played Christmas Day, right?
Christmas Day, yeah.
Yeah. For wearing Christmas cleats on Christmas Day, he goes, I'll match whatever that fine was. Okay, and I want the NFL to donate my fine along with my match. He's like, so I'll pay the NFL. He goes, but they have to donate my money, and I'm going to donate my money to whatever fund it is.
Good.
Which, you know, whatever. If it's $10,000 fine for your cleats, you know, now he's calling out the NFL to make sure they pony up to send them send their money to whatever.
Well, it's funny because I heard that Sean Payton, or like the Saints in general, they have like an incentive program. So every time they score or like have a big game, like you get like decals on your helmet.
Yeah.
So they get like paid per decal.
Oh.
So that's why Taysom Hill gets like so many touchdowns, because Sean Payton like takes care of his guys. So
Not bad.
6 touchdowns, I believe, and roughly 65 fantasy points. So
yeah, he fucked a lot of people.
They get a good Christmas.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty good.
So I don't think he's really worried about the cleats.
Nah, definitely not. He'll be all right.
He's also getting a fat paycheck for just whatever extension he makes.
Right going now. Up, yeah. But yeah, back to it. I think a running back is the move.
So I know, yeah. Well, I do. I really am curious what we have with Pirine and Ty Johnson, and even Josh Adams. Like we have 3 guys that like
could get the job done.
They show that they can do it, but we refuse to give them enough time to show.
Yeah, because Frank Gore's got to chip away at his 3 yards of carry until he passes fucking Emmitt Smith and
or Eric Dickinson or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Kyle, let us know. Tell us which one he's on. Tell us who he's after right now. We want to know. But the thing is, I think if you got a Najee Harris, okay, as much as I do like Pirine, I actually like Johnson a lot better than Pirine right now.
So do I.
I think Harris is like leaps and bounds ahead of him already. I think Harris is a come in, start, every down back that will get it done.
Yeah.
That's my.
I don't think what's the other N9?
Etienne. I have no idea how to say it. Running back for RB1.
I don't really see him translating that well. I mean, he might, just definitely not for the Jets.
Yeah, that would be a rough start. But so now, if you think about it, say you take a Najee Harris at 24, 25, which these top running backs should fall that deep. Now your Penn State guy might be there in the second round, because then we come back around again, right? So we're only like 8 picks away at that point. I don't know how it works, but I should have done more homework before this.
For a draft episode.
We didn't know this was going to be a full draft episode, but it is now, folks, so hope you enjoy it. You know who I also liked a lot? All right, and I say liked. Get it? Likely from Coastal. I don't know his first name. Likely. He's the tight end from Coastal Carolina. I watched that game. I like him.
Not gonna lie. I watched a little bit of Coastal against Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
No one on that team impressed me, like NFL wise. I was just like,
I'm not gonna lie. I like McCall too. I think he'll. I mean, I don't know if he'll be like, come in and be able to take over, kind of thing. But
what's McCall?
Let me see if I can find this guy's name.
Oh wait, so you touched on Mike Rogers and Alabama, so I have to
go ahead.
Drop my take in here.
What do you got? Because I know this is going to be good.
He did mention that Mac Jones was supposed to be a good draft prospect.
Yep.
No Alabama quarterback has ever been good in the NFL ever. Because Alabama Open and NFL Open is completely different.
Yeah.
So right now in the NFL, the best Alabama quarterback is Jalen Hurts.
He's technically an Oklahoma quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he played with under Nick Saban for a while. So Tua was supposed to be like this god of a quarterback. No offense to Tua. Dude,
not impressive. Yeah. Not.
He can get it done. He can get it done, but like when he can't get it done, they throw Fitzpatrick out there and he triples his yards in a half of a quarter.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and also like award of the week. I don't know if this counts, but Brian Flores deserves Coach of the Year by far. Like anyone that can be like, yeah, we got two quarterbacks. Like this one's probably the better one, but we're gonna play him when this one plays like shit, and they're both gonna be cool about it.
And it's all gonna work. No, I definitely see that too. It's listen, man, Fitzmagic is real though. It's there's no way around it.
Fitzpatrick, he's the king.
Man. He's the GOAT.
He deserves Hall of Fame out.
Oh, without a doubt. If he does not make the Hall of Fame, I will riot. Okay, because call it as you want. Call it because he's a fucking a journeyman, whatever. Okay, every team that dude has played for, he has produced for. Okay, maybe not Super Bowl numbers, not, I think he's been to a Pro Bowl, right? Might have been to at least one.
Probably with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Last year, 2 years ago.
Look, and then he went into Tampa, right? Killed it at Tampa. For the Jets, I was all on board Fitzmagic for that one.
I think him and McCown deserve a bid.
Yeah.
Just for what
they've done. Yeah, because they've done enough.
Yeah.
I mean, this draft is definitely going to be interesting, though. I don't hate the Mac Jones pick, to be honest with you. If listen, if it's the third or fourth round and you're keeping Darnold, take a Mac Jones. Why not? All right. But make sure you get a center before you get Mac Jones because we need a center.
Make sure you get everything else before you get a Mac Jones. You can pick up a Mac Jones off the waivers. You'll be fine.
Fernando is anti-Jones, anti-Mac Jones here.
Anti-Alabama quarterbacks for sure. Anti-Alabama, anti-Ohio State quarterbacks.
And USC. Which, sadly, one of our boys is USC. So, go figure.
Oh,
guy.
I don't know. we're 0 for 2 at the moment, so that's all I need to say.
Yeah, that's very true. So,
And it
yeah.
sucks because those two quarterbacks are fan favorites beyond belief. Sanchez and Darnold.
Oh, yeah.
But we just couldn't make it great for them.
No, Sanchez was too busy bumping California girl driving around the Cortland campus in summer camp.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Darnold's the same thing.
Darnold's doing the same shit, so it's really no different there. But it's it will be an interesting draft, and we here at Red Hair Don't Care will definitely have our hands full as the draft comes closer. Because now,
Yeah,
the fuck else are we gonna do, really?
we're also just it's like, yeah, just there's so much going on. This is so funny. I'm just looking at a mock draft right now. Look at, oh my lordy. This is the mock draft of the year if we lost out.
All right, let's hear it.
Would have been Trevor Lawrence, Devonta Smith, and then Pat Freiermuth.
Going 3 overall.
No, so Trevor Lawrence, like our picks.
Oh, our picks.
Would have been first overall. Devonta Smith would have been 22nd, and then Freiermuth would have been 33rd. So maybe we can still get him in the second round.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm sure he'll fall down there because, to be honest, other than you talking about it, I never really hear anything about that guy. Which, I mean, doesn't mean he's a nobody, but at the same time, I'm on the internet 24/7, so.
I'll be completely honest. The way I found out about him and like was bought in was I looked up like the top picks, and Kyle Pitts from Florida is the first tight end, and Freiermuth is like the second or third.
Mm-hmm.
And Freiermuth is like, if you put him in an Okies drill against Pitts, this dude would blow him out of the water 10 out of 10 times.
Pouring a syrup on him?
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. And it's like, other than that, Pitts is about like one keto diet away from being a wide receiver for the rest of his life. So
We'll go vegan.
And Freiermuth is just like, I want to hit, I want to catch balls, and I want to hit.
Eating raw steak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like it. Once you started talking about him, I did look into him more. It's not a bad.
Call him Baby Gronk.
Hey, I'll take that.
That's what I'm saying.
Works for me. So, yeah, we're yeah, and probably another one
by himself.
The way it's looking right now.
Yeah, everywhere he goes.
Gotta love Gronk Beach, right?
Yeah.
His little party, his party thing that he set up. That he does on South Beach every year.
Oh, for the Super Bowl in Miami.
Yeah, he calls it Gronk Beach. Fucking amazing. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so yeah, draft is definitely gonna be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, and I think what we'll do is set up like a full mock draft, me and you, to present to everybody, and as our research goes on, we change who's going where and what's going on and who's doing what and where they're going.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be fun as fuck. We'll get a big whiteboard or some shit to put in the studio when you're back home, off assignment.
Because it's gonna be a full whiteboard with the Jets picks, and it'll just be the Jet pick, and then we're we gotta fill everything else in between.
Just scribbles.
Trevor Lawrence, Sewell, Jack Wilson, don't give a fuck.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. We'll get a big board for the Jets. The Jets big board.
Maybe we'll get one of those flipping chalkboards.
Yeah, too.
We can put the Jets on one side, and then everybody else will be like, "You want to see something?" Whack, spins around a bunch of times, and
Are you seeing the guy that does the playoff picture?
oh my god, that guy is great.
The khakis, he's all cracked out talking
Yeah,
about it.
he
You
looks
just do
like
that.
he's reporting on the election 24/7.
Exactly.
Oh, if you see here, if they win out here, and what these guys need is for this team, if they lose, and then the Browns lose, and then the Ravens lose, then they're in. But if one of them wins, they're out.
So as of today, the probability is here. Since they just lost, probably dropped down this much. Blah, 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 blah.
They lost. They're at a probability of 7, but they're not out. Let me tell you, they're still in it. They could make it happen. If 30 teams lose out this week, they'll make it in.
Such a riot, that guy.
Yeah, it's great. I love that.
You gotta give him a promotion.
I know. Maybe we'll do a little skit like him for like a YouTube only skit. You know, that could be fun. We can make that happen. So we want to finish out with our little question of the week here as we're winding down. So what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to let us know, and we'll put this up on Instagram tomorrow as well. So in the first round, we want to know who your top picks are right now, because everybody has something different. You know, as you can tell, me and Fernando are different. All right. We want to know. If you know somebody that we don't know that could pop in and, you know, really kill it for us, fuck it. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, right, as of now, we have 2 and 22.
okay. All right. So let's do this. So we have two picks in the first round, right? Or
Yeah.
3.
We get 2.
All right. So give us your top 3 guys for those 2 picks. That's what I want to hear. I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
We'll put that up on Instagram. You guys can let us know, and we'll post everybody's answers and reactions and really keep at it. I do also want to say we got a lot of love on the questions for tonight's episode, which we hit most of them. So the little Sam Darnold breakfast thing is coming. You wait and see for that one, because that's gonna be fucking gold. I already have it planned out. I got outfits. We're good to go here. So
I still gotta do my presser. Probably gonna do it in the morning.
yeah, that'll work. Throw that shit up there.
Gotta keep some. I actually bought a hat like yesterday. That was the exact hat that he was wearing. So
yeah, you're in. You're up.
some may say they've never seen Sam Darnold and Fernando Downey in the same room.
Do you want that really, or?
I'll take the paychecks.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck it, get paid. Get the bag. Call it a day. So let's do that. Let me hear your top 3 picks for the first round. The 2 picks we have in the – okay, hold on. Let me restart that. Okay. We got 2 picks in the first round. Let me hear your top 3 guys for those 2 picks. We want to know what you got. Let us know.
Yep, show us your big board.
Now I got that word diarrhea out. So that's you got anything else you want to touch on here? Because I think that about wraps us up for today's episode.
No, not really. I think next episode we got to talk about the local food places as well.
Yeah, that was up there. We'll get one of those on there.
Yeah.
They want local pizza joints, which if you watched my vlog that came out today, okay, I tried a new local pizza place and talked about it on there. So if you go to Big Red Vlogs on YouTube, you could see my light review on Francesco's Pizza in Long Beach, New York, which I am going to do more because I have to go back. Yeah, it's by the movie theater.
Oh, they just opened that, right?
It's opened up. So I'm going to do a whole nother food review on that because that place was pretty fucking good. So I got to go after it. It's got to be done.
Bold move on their part for real estate issues where they're located.
Yeah, but food's good. So, all right, that is all. We want to thank you guys for listening. Please make sure to follow and subscribe to us on every platform that you listen on. For YouTube, thank you guys for watching. You guys rock. Pound it. Okay. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on so you don't miss anything that's going on. And when you do that, you click always, and you will always be notified about when we put it up. Thank you guys for watching. Still on assignment on Friday?
Yeah.
So we're going to come at you with a little New Year's episode. New Year's Day is this Friday. And, yeah, that's about it. So any final words, Fernando?
Jets are on a winning streak.
The Jets are hot, man. The Jets are fucking hot. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the Jets are on the table this year.
Yeah, we're Super Bowl next year. Super Bowl 2021. It's happening.
All my futures just went through, and it was not a fun Monday.
No, I bet. But yeah. What are you gonna do? All right.
Maybe next year.
We'll get them next year. Thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you on Friday.